Can you list an example of the different places you've workshopped around the country and the different kinds of venues that you've experienced?
Oh, let's see. Well, I just had a workshop at Pasadena Playhouse last year, and that was equity approved. They had a grant to develop new work, so it was a very comfortable, easy ride. That the space was a wonderful studio. We had lights, we had stage managers, and all of this was kind of zero cost to the playwright. They had grants just for this purpose. The college experience, I think of one at the University of Miami, which has a very strong theater and music department, and we were coming in with some Broadway people, and then it wound up being a full production. We started with a workshop, and the people in the theater department, they liked the show so much, they said, well, could we put this on our schedule for the next season? Well, sure. So we had a full production to play with, which was, I don't know when that happens. That was really rare. That was lightning striking. And then a few years back, there was one at the YO Theater in Sheridan, Wyoming. That was a rock musical, and we used some college talent, some local talent, and we got a full house audience. We didn't charge. It was just come see the workshop production. I think for a lot of the audience, they didn't know this step in the process, that, well, these actors, a lot of them are going to have scripts in their hands. There's not going to be that much staging, and I think they felt like, oh, we're getting a little behind the scenes look. We're getting to be part of the process, and there was a kind of extra little excitement in the air doing it that way.
What do you, as a playwright, get out of these workshops and the readings? And once you stop typing on your computer alone, how do you actually take that information? I guess, what information do you get, and then how do you use that?
Well, there's several. There's the information that you're getting from just seeing actors perform and hearing their questions, and you realize, I didn't give them an activity to do in that scene. Oops, my bad. But if an actor said, well, what am I doing here? You go, oh, I forgot. Okay, you're rolling out dough for an apple pie, and you realize that because you see it in front. You're also watching an audience reaction. If you get to a workshop where you're inviting an audience in, even if it's an audience of friends and friends of friends, well, you find out that joke that was cracking you up when you were alone in your room looking at the computer, you found out it really is a dog. Nobody laughed at all. And you think, maybe I'll get rid of that. You might try it one more time, but if you're writing comedy, this is really it. This is tasting the creme brulee. Let's see if this actually does make people laugh. And you need an audience for that. Everything else is just theorizing.
So you're watching the audience.
Yeah, it's weird. Fortunately, I have lobster tentacles for eyes. So one eye stalk is watching the actors, and the other eye stalk is watching the audience. I think playwrights are sort of born with that. So
that's analogous to a test audience for a new series or a pilot, or is that kind of the same thing, the same idea? Yeah. It might get a little more intensive with television as far as the nuance and interviewing the audience before and after, and being television testing. It's very much about the actors. Did you like this person? Did you not like that person? So it's analogous, but I think we're a little looser in theater development. So how many readings, how many workshops before we say, let's try to find a producer? How does that work?
Oh boy, I think again that's unique to every project and every writer. You might find your director first as a result of the workshop. Sometimes I'll direct a reading myself and hope that a director's going to come to the reading and enjoy what he sees. Um, it might be producers that come to the reading, or you may think, well, it's too early to show this to people, let's wait till the workshop. I think at any point in the process you have an eye on where the production's going to end up, and or at least you have a dream, and you're kind of trying to get the wheels in motion any way you can. You might invite investors to a workshop. It really depends, but you're always looking over the hedge to the next step.
And so, how does one move beyond just readings and workshops? What's that jungle like?
Thick and dense with predators. Once again, every single project is different, and the way I did it last time is not going to be the way the next one happens. One of the things is learning that you really can't learn a lot about that. This one had, and I'm thinking of one of my plays, one of the actors that was in the workshop happened to be at a regional theater, Laguna Playhouse next, and happened to be chatting with the artistic director, and I was just in this workshop, and this play, Mr. Shaw Goes to Hollywood, about George Bernard Shaw, and the artistic director said, oh, you got to get me a copy of that. Now, that's exactly how it'll never happen to me again. That was what I learned. That is so fluky. I can never depend on that. So I learned, don't expect the actors to get you your production, because it happened once, so it'll never happen again.